It's Captain Nemo. I'm talking about the Bible, right? Now I seen that one show. I think it was something about Midnight Gospel. Dude literally said the Bible is the most magical book ever written. You know what I'm saying? The greatest book of magic ever written. And I'm sitting there thinking about it. I'm like, absolutely, absolutely. And because last night was what's it called, Orthodox Easter, and I realized no, I'm going into Orthodox Christianity. That's who I am, an Orthodox Christian. I'm gonna get all that with real right shit like that. You know what I'm saying? So we get to it, but but nah, like I'm thinking about it. I'm like, the reason why I'm finally picking up a Bible right now. I decided to pick up a Bible. I haven't read it yet, but I got it, and it's always been there, but never picked it up. And everything you need is always around you. You just gotta listen. You know what I'm saying? But I never picked up until now. You know what I mean? Because why? This is a book written by alchemists, a genius beyond comprehension, beyond human comprehension, as society goes. You know what I'm saying? And for someone to think that they can just pick up that book and just read it as is and think that they could just understand everything that's supposed to be understood, you're crazy. You're fucking crazy. You see what I'm saying? They literally write that book with the intention of throwing niggas off. They literally write it. They literally say, if you just read any book about alchemy, they literally say, no, we write this so the common folk, the commoners can't understand it. They literally said, no, alchemists was getting prosecuted, and so they literally started writing books in code so that you can't understand them. See what I'm saying? And I think it's just crazy how people just think like, oh no, look, I just been to church. I know so much. I go to school for this, that, and third. But it doesn't matter. Everything I've noticed is like the way people teach. It's like as soon as I'm born, I'm thrown into the church, and it's like, bro, I'm learning through someone else's eyes. You know what I'm saying? And the more I remove my humanity, the more I, cleanse the lens of my ego, I start seeing through God's eye, and I'm able to see how it's written. Because that's how alchemists sees. Because alchemists says they are one with God. Like it said in the Bible, it's literally saying, yo, the Lord is within you. Heaven is within you. God is inside of me. You see what I'm saying? That means he's seeing through me. He's able to see through me. All I have to do is remove the ego to such a degree, not all the way, but to such a degree that I stop seeing through my lens, through my nurtured lens, and start seeing through my natural lens. Because I'm already got experiencing reality through this host. You see what I'm saying? Or what they like to call avatars. You feel me? Really a host body. That's a whole video. You feel me? But nah, and it's like I just now, as of last night, I've earned the right to read the Bible. See what I'm saying? People think they just have the right to do things just because you can't pick something up. You know what I'm saying? I can't shoot someone right now. I have the right to. No, my life need to be on the line. See what I'm saying? This applies to all things. You feel me? There's so much about the Bible that's just misconstrued. Bro, people love talking oh, this shit's not pot. You'll have a Christian talk about, oh, you have to do this, that, and the third. Oh, you can't live off of these foods, this, that, and the third. Oh, you can't be fast like this, you can't do this, that, and the third. But I'm like, there's so much magic in your book that literally validates the shit that I'm saying. There's breatharianism in Genesis. They talk about cannibalism in Genesis. I'm talking about the first 5-6 pages. It's right there. It's right there. You see what I'm saying? Dude talking about, he's talking about the serpent, oh, you can only eat. The serpent in Kundalini, the soul. He literally told the serpent, I'm not gonna get into the whole thing, I'm just gonna use this one sentence. He was like, you must feel on the dust and all it contains. But 2 pages ago, he literally just said, man made from dust. Flesh made from dust. So what you really eating, folk? You know what I'm saying? What you really eating, folk? In the Bible, there's so much shit. There's so much, and it's just I'm only taking peeks at Genesis. I haven't read it all the way through yet. I ain't read the whole Bible through yet. But just off of the first 3 pages, I'm reading this shit. I'm like, y'all have any idea what you missed out on, bro? Are you serious? Dude literally talked about how much blood appeases him. All of Genesis. No one fucking cares. You know what I'm saying? No one cares. I already talked about communion in the first video. You know what I'm saying? Now, you got the river of blood, turn the lake or whatever into blood, killing goats, sacrifices. Dude basically he's not saying the words, I'm a blood fiend, but he quite clearly demonstrated the only thing that really appeases me to the highest degree is blood. Yes, and think about it. When you give something to God, what do? Kill it. That's what makes him. He likes watching things die. Think about that shit, nigga. That's what satisfies him. Kill this for me. Kill this for me, I rock with you. You kill for me, I got you. For life. Twin. That's what God's saying. See, y'all think God some pussy. You know what I'm saying? Not. Y'all think God is some punk. Like, no. And what you think his son like? Him in the flesh. Not, you know what I'm saying? Bruh, God literally said, he said, you don't kill this goat and wipe the blood on your door. I'm taking your son, your first child, your firstborn. That's mine. That's mine. You know what I'm saying? He's like, cause I can. He's a really, cause I can do. He's a flexor. God's a flexor. Biggest flexor. You know what I'm saying? I'm just getting this off of Genesis. I ain't read the whole shit. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? And it's obvious as fuck. But it's written in a way to make it look like, oh no, he's doing this so the human can blah, 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 blah. No, nigga. The alchemist wrote the book. A magician, a black chemist wrote the book. You know what I'm saying? That's what alchemy means. Black chemistry, black magic, black science. You know what I'm saying? That's what that deals with. You know what I mean? God is not. You know what I'm saying? This is God. Everything's God. God can be seen any way you like. But in order to understand the true purpose of the Bible, which people always say, oh, it's so complicated. Oh my God, you can never understand it. Blah, blah, blah. No. Just because everyone you know, everyone you ever seen, everyone you ever heard, just because they can't figure out something, don't mean I can't. Simple. You know what I'm saying? You got nothing to do with me. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? Now we talking ego. My ego ain't got nothing to do with yours. You know, yeah, we still connected. I know what I know. You know what you know. Leave it at that. Leave it at that. Never tell me what I know. You know what I'm saying? I can tell you what you know. You can't tell me what I know. I run the right. You know what I'm saying? I've done the work. You know what I'm saying? People talking about you can't understand the nature of the Bible. Clearly, if you don't, clearly, to understand the nature of the Bible, you need to understand blood, because that's what appeases God. If you don't know blood, you don't know shit. You don't know the Most High. That's what appeases him. That's what appeases him. Like, I don't even see how you could even argue that. Like, I really don't. Like, he literally trying to have a dude kill his son just for shits. Like, just for kicks. Like, just for kicks. Like, bro, like, wait. Like, God. Like, the way you see, like, niggas act is like, bro, God, nigga. Like, God. Like, I see God everywhere, bro. I see him everywhere. I see me everywhere, bro. I see my father everywhere. I see him everywhere. Babies. Twisted. Babies, artists, rocks. Everyone, everywhere. They all have aspects of God. But when we talking about the Most High, man, look, I say he enjoys watching things die. That's real. It's not a joke. How would you argue that? I genuinely like someone to argue that one day. Like, my videos get more views. I want someone to come down, watch this video, argue that. Because I would love to see what you make up, what you conjure up. You know what I'm saying? I think it's so crazy how people hate magic and shit, but the Bible, like, people think about this. If I ask a Christian, right, how you feel about voodoo or necromancy or some shit like that? But, oh no, that devil. I'm like, didn't Jesus resurrect Lazarus? Is that not necromancy? Black magic? Alchemy? Like, the darkest shit you could do is literally bring someone out the dirt, nigga. But yet, just because someone else does it under another name or another title or another branch of spirituality, you call them, oh no, that's Satan. Ooh. Don't be so. Like, like, you know what I'm saying? Like, what? What's wrong with you? What's wrong with you? There's nothing wrong with you, bruh. Like, fool. But nah, like, pardon me. But nah, like, seriously, think about that shit, bro. The Bible, like, and think about this too. It's not complex. When I was, getting on about making it so complicated, nature. See, the reason why people say, oh, humans can't understand the nature of God is because you're complicated. Humans are complicated, right? Creator's not. Really not. Very simple, very childlike. See what I'm saying? Like I told y'all, kids act exactly like gods in one of my other videos. But the nature of God is childlike. So you have to have a childlike nature. You know what I'm saying? This is childlike. Everything childlike. They like to move, dance, sing, all that. I mean, childlike. play around. But so you got. Why do I say that? The mind of a child is simple. See what I'm saying? Simple, 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 simple. So how much? So what kind of what type of thinking must you have? What type of mind must you be aware of while reading the Bible? Simple. If you don't move simply, you're not gonna see anything, bro. You know what I'm saying? It's that simple. You want to experience God? Be simple-minded, bro. I'm blessed to be in Nashville. Simple-minded country folk. Guns, smoking, shooting, smoking, drinking. Holy Trinity. You hit me. But yeah, so that's life. But but yeah, fool, like God is simple, man. God is simple. Simple. Like it's not hard. You know what I'm saying? Now the way God sees things may look complicated. You know what I'm saying? Because it's more mathematical, more analytical. You know, I see like a man, but I move like a woman. I see in a masculine, but I move feminine, fluid. You know what I'm saying? I see straight, but I move fluid. You know what I'm saying? Probably don't. But, you know, that kind of goes into the whole thing. Like, Carl Jung had said this. He was like, 10% consciousness, 90% subconsciousness, but you know, subconscious is the unseen. That's feminine. The flesh is the subconscious. Pineal, or so to speak, is my consciousness. You know, my mind, my thinking. The way I think is my consciousness, but the way like I, you know what I'm saying, do shit. You know, it's all one thing. It's just, I don't like to separate shit. 'Cause I don't like people thinking shit is separated. You feel me? But it's all one thing. But it's just the way that you go about it. You know what I'm saying? When I move, when I'm dancing, I'm still thinking. It's just with my subconscious primarily. You feel me? But when I'm sitting here like pondering, that's you know what I'm saying? That's the masculine player. I'm trying to make that too complicated. But anyway, like, yeah, the way he sees is more mathematical because things have to be fine tuned. God is an artist. Like, oh, this has to be this way. This has to be. That's why the universe is mathematical. See things like God. See through the eye of God. Very mathematical. I have a friend that sees like that. He has no idea the degrees. He has Asperger's. Dude, he's fucking genius. He has no idea the level. He knows which he could be. I feel like he feels it, but you don't know it. You know what I'm saying? That's bothering me. I need to get with him. Get with you. Get with you. Yeah, but it's very fine tuned. You know what I'm saying? It's a lot of direction and shit like that. Orderly. Discipline. You know what I'm saying? Discipline requires fine tunement, direction, and shit like that. You know what I'm saying? That's God. That's really the angel. You know what I'm saying? I need to talk about how the angel really is the most high. You know what I'm saying? Like Michael, big seraph, big reptilian, the most high. That's the father. You know what I'm saying? We need to talk about that. Because the angel is the projection of the creator. That's the projector, that's the protector, the guiding force, all that of the creator. You know what I'm saying? Like Michael, he's heaven's equal. And you also need to talk about how him and Sun Wukong the same dude. I don't like that one. I think I don't really like that one. It's a good one. I've been holding on to that one. I ain't talk about that on TikTok. But it's a good one. But you know. But yeah, like, which is funny because you know how they say Michael and Lucifer are twin flames, but if you watch the story of Sun Wukong, he follows the exact story of Lucifer and he rises back up to heaven, which would be the higher self. You know what I'm saying? Like under a rock and shit, but I will talk about that one later. But yeah, dog, the Bible is a very simple yet complex book. You know what I'm saying? You must be simple-minded, but you must move like a child, think like a man. Move like a child, think like an adult. You know what I'm saying? I really want to put it, but everyone's a man, everyone's a woman. They agree.